What's going on, guys? Merry Christmas to everyone out there. Of course, today is Christmas Day. If you happen to celebrate it, Merry Christmas. If you don't, that's cool too. I figured instead of sitting in the cold, dark porch, I would have a little bit more ambiance and some better background sitting in front of the tree here. Today I'm doing a story time Christmas edition. I could tell you a Christmas story that I think is funny. You guys already, a lot of you think I'm weird already, but after hearing this story, I think I'm even stranger than you think. But anyway, before I get into that, I just want to show a couple Christmas cards you guys sent. This was super nice, very generous and thoughtful of you. So the first one here says, Merry Christmas, wishes to you. Put these off to the side. All right, so there's the card. And the inside says, hope Santa spreads his gifts of good cheer to you this Christmas. Jeff, Merry Christmas to you and your family. Also have some stickers. And this came with some homemade like graffiti style stickers, which are really cool. It really is artwork. I already put those away, so I unfortunately can't show it to you, but like I said, it just kind of looks like graffiti. But really, really nice. Again, just very generous and thoughtful. Next one, Joyful Wishes. This one's pretty cool. It's got a tree inside, a little 3D tree, which is awesome. All the best to you and your family, Jeff. Merry Christmas. Thanks for all the great content on YouTube, from Scott. P.S. I was the winner of the Zippo Christmas card coin flip giveaway you did a few years back. I am still enjoying it today. Thanks. So that's absolutely awesome. Thank you, Scott. Beautiful card. Really appreciate that. Next one here. Classic Christmas story scene. Oh, ho, ho. To Jeff, Christina, and Gus from One Wicked Angel 1. Merry Christmas. Love you guys. Hugs and kisses to you all. Love, One Wicked Angel 1. Hope Santa doesn't give you the boot this Christmas. Very cool. Beautiful handwriting. Wish I had nicer penmanship. But yeah, super cool. I see her comment all the time videos. Very appreciative of it. Merry Christmas to you and your family as well. It's very generous of you to send a card. And the last one, this is actually the first card that I got in the mail. And this one came from overseas. I want to say the UK. The card looks like it was made in England. And there's a little excerpt on the back here. It's, I guess, a famous painting, or at least a known painting. But it's just beautiful. Beautiful scenery there. Some pheasants and a big deer in the background. It says, Jeff, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, and Happy Birthday. That's right, December 29th is my birthday. Many thanks for the years of entertainment. Best wishes from Simon. Very cool, Simon. Really appreciate that. I wish you a very Merry Christmas as well. So that was it. Just want to show those off. I'm very appreciative of those. And they're all nice surprises. So yeah, let's get into this story. If you hear noise in the background, I have the Yule log fireplace on my TV, even though you can see an actual fireplace. Someone has mentioned that before. I posted a picture on Instagram and like, oh yeah, that's real nice, the fake fire next to the real fireplace. That fireplace is gutted. Unfortunately, it is not usable. It's actually set up for a propane insert, but there's no tanks, no lines, nothing. I do have a fake heater in there that looks like, you know, logs on fire and stuff. But anyway, long story short, if you hear crackling, that's what it is. I like watching the Yule log every year. You know, some people think I'm strange for that. It's just my tradition. So, my Christmas story. So like I said, you're going to think I'm pretty strange for this, but, you know, I have to say, being embarrassed on the internet is a thing of the past for me. I've put it all out there over the years. I am who I am. This is a true story. All my stories are true. I don't really care if it's embarrassing. Some things that were scary or embarrassing then, it's funny to me now. You know what I mean? A lot of times when things happen to you in the moment, it's not funny, but years later you look back and of course you have a good chuckle. So today's video is going to be about when I was younger, something I asked for Christmas that I never got. Very sad, right? But there's a good reason why I didn't get it. And it's funny because it only dawned on me the other day as to why my parents said I could not have it. So let me give you some background. Ever since I was probably, I want to say 11 or 12 years old, of course, you know, you've heard me talk about it before. I've always loved knives and Zippos and different types of gear. Mostly knives and Zippo lighters. They were my thing. And you're talking back in the day, all right? I'm going to be 34, I think. I stopped counting, honestly, after 30. Pretty soon. So even though, like, I'm feeling old, I'm not old yet. But the stuff I'm going to say, it's funny because some teenagers watching and even people younger, they'd be like, what are you talking about? I mean, I'm talking the days there was no YouTube. I'm talking the days where your phones didn't have the internet. Okay, it wasn't a little pocket computer. It was a phone. They made phone calls. I don't even think texting was around during this time. I'm talking the days of AOL dial-up. All right, your texting was AOL Messenger. Okay, I'm sure some of you remember those days, and they're not that long ago. But anyway, the internet was like a brand new thing. You were very, very special if you had the internet in your home. If you had a home computer, that was kind of a ritzy thing. You didn't have to be rich to have one, but like not everyone had one. I went over to tons of friends' house and they just didn't have the internet. So yeah, that was the era. Now, back in the day, I wasn't on the forums yet for this particular story. Like way before YouTube, I used to go on knife forums and blade forums and all these specific ones too, like microholics.org and candle power forums, and that's how you would talk about your hobbies. That's where you would share all your knife knowledge and learn about things and do your trading and all that kind of stuff. This is before those days even, all right? The only source I had for knives and Zippos, which I absolutely loved, was BladeHQ magazine, which I still get today. I recently posted something on Instagram about that. Smoky Mountain Knife Works magazine, which was my biggest source, really. That was number one. Even then, I knew BladeHQ was kind of gimmicky, but there's still stuff I love in the catalog. And even today, there's still stuff I'll flip through and I'll have a good laugh. But there's things I want for no other reason than just wanting them. But anyway, those are my main sources for knives. Besides that, flea markets, garage sales. I've told this story in the past too, but I used to go to Marshall's Creek Flea Market, which has now moved. It's still there, but it's a whole different scene than what it used to be. It used to be like so many different vendors, all outside, or most of it was outside. But I had a firework guy and I had a knife guy. And they were both missing fingers on their hands, which is hilarious to me. And it's funny because if I went back to the knife guy now, I could probably school him in a bunch of ways. I mean, this is a guy who went on Shop at Home TV or the Knife Network, and you'd buy those sets for $199 and it would come with like, 200 pocket knives, a couple fixed blades, mostly Frost Cutlery stuff. You know what I'm talking about. Some of you older people, you remember watching Cutlery Corner. Yeah, I was obsessed. I mean, I'd be up 3 in the morning. I would set my alarm. I'd go to bed. It'd be a school night. But I'd wake up at 3 in the morning and I'd watch an hour-long episode of Cutlery Corner just to see those deals. And occasionally, like, Jim Bowie would be on the show, and it was so amazing to me. It's funny looking back now. I have such a different perspective on the knife world and knives in general. But, I'm like, 11, 12 years old this time. Anyway. So like from, I would say 11 years old all the way up until I was about 17 or so. Because once I hit 17, I, got my first car and I was into other things. Now, of course, I still love knives and Zippos and gear, but I wanted car stuff and I wanted other things, But that stretch of time from 11 to like 17, every single year, my mom and dad would ask, hey, what do you want for Christmas? And I would literally take out BladeHQ, I would take out Smoky Mountain Knife Works. They have the Fat Christmas, issue they put out every year, and I still get excited. Even in my 30s, I still get excited when that comes in the mail. Big old fat Christmas edition catalog of Smoky Mountain Knife Works. And I would flip page by page, and I'd just be studying it, and I'd write down everything that I wanted. Now, of course, I didn't expect to get everything. And I was a pretty spoiled kid. My parents, they definitely treated me very well, and they got a lot of stuff that I asked for every year. And they would throw in different surprises and things, they knew I liked anyway, but the only thing I actually asked for were knives and Zippos. So I would go front page to back page, and I would write a list, and so my mom would always crack up too, seeing this thing, because I would write, at this point, I knew that, she was buying this stuff. So I would write the page it was on, a description of the knife. I would write down the, the order number, the, item number, all this stuff, knowing that all she'd have to do was make a phone call or whatever to place this order. And again, back in the day, there wasn't like hopping on the website. It wasn't like that. This was literally, you get on the phone, I want this, 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 and this. Very different shopping experience than what it is now. But yeah, I always got the hookup. My parents are awesome. They're awesome in so many different ways, but this is just one of the few things. They'd always hook me up with knife stuff. They know how much I loved it, and every single knife that I opened, I would just be totally taken back by, absolutely just glowing. And they were very cool at getting me other things that I didn't even know I wanted, and then of course once I got them, I realized how much I wanted them. I remember one year where I got a karaoke machine, which I never would have asked for, but we had a lot of fun with that. And I can't sing at all. That's why it was a lot of fun. I don't think anyone in my family can sing. But anyway, yeah, I remember, got all the different things over the years. But where I want to go with this story was, again, the one thing that I asked for that my mom and dad said, no way. So keep in mind, internet's kind of brand new. We got a house computer, which is like a huge deal. I was lucky enough where my parents, the first year I think we had it, it was in the living room, maybe, or the family room where everyone was exposed to it. And then like the next year, I think we brought the computer in my room so that I would have most access to it. At the time, I'd be playing games. You know, I don't think, like I said, I was on the knife forums yet, but I forget what I was doing online. Well, doing what most kids, they're 12, 13 years old, I guess at the time. Well, at the time, 11, 12-ish. Anyway, the computer was in my room. So I remember looking through, I want to say it was Bud K, maybe a Smoky Mountain, and I came across something that a light bulb went off in my head. It was a portable commode, which is a toilet, if you don't know what a commode is. Basically, and this is way before like what we have, like now there's a bunch of portable, you know, stuff for hunters. They have toilet seats that snap onto the top of like 5-gallon buckets. Nothing like this existed back in the day, okay, at least that I knew of. So I saw this thing, and I loved all the outdoor gear, and I loved all the hunting stuff. But this is the first time I ever was exposed to the idea that there would be like a portable toilet. So it was literally just a fold-up chair, and it had like a toilet seat lid that opened up, and you would just put little garbage bags in there. So you open the lid up, you sit on it like a chair, like a regular toilet, you do your business, and when you're done, you just shut the bag and tie it off and get rid of it, right? So strange young Jeff thought, you know, it'd be a great idea if I got one of these so that I can take a crap while I'm on the computer. Now I know that sounds horrible and disgusting to most people and inhuman. Didn't give it a lot of thought. I was kind of a lazy kid too. I think it was more funny to me. I don't think I was actually thinking about taking a dump while I was on the computer. I mean, I was still in my home. I didn't have privacy. I mean, I had my bedroom, but I was a kid. So like, you know, obviously anyone could be walking by. I still prefer going to the bathroom in the bathroom. But also growing up, we had one bathroom, one toilet, one shower. It was a, I think 3-bedroom house, 1 bath. And if you live in a house with a bunch of people, I mean, I had one sister and both my parents, but between the 4 of us, someone was always taking a dump. So I remember the days of waiting to go to the bathroom. So I think this is kind of on the same concept of like, hey, this would be kind of cool if I could just shut my door and lock it and just do my business right there. And I remember putting this on the list, and my mom was going through it. It's almost Christmas time, going through, okay, knife, Zippo, knife, who knows what, other type of gear. Toilet. My mom looked at it, and I asked her, I'm like, hey, did you look at the list? She's like, yeah. She's like, it looks pretty good, but you're not getting that toilet thing you want. I'm like, why not? What's wrong with that? She's like, hell no. I'm not getting you a toilet for Christmas. And I remember bugging her about it, and like half joking, but half serious, and I really wanted it. And she made it very clear it is not going to happen. And so I didn't get it. But, of course, I got a bunch of knives and stuff, so I forgot about it. But it's funny because only the other day I was thinking about it. I was thinking about things for Christmas. Because I'll tell you in a moment, this year's plan, which it went totally south. Didn't happen how I wanted to, but I'll explain that in a second. But yeah, I was thinking back, like stuff I asked for Christmas I didn't get. And like I said, I was kind of spoiled. I got everything I wanted, except for that. That was the one thing I never got. And the other day it dawned on me that my mom already took a lot of my crap. When she saw that list, I'm assuming that she realized that if I actually had this thing and I might actually use it, that she would literally be bagging up my crap and taking it out, and that was just not going to happen. So God bless her for sticking with her guns on that one, because that might have actually happened. I don't really know. I don't know if I'd even use it, but the idea was there, and I thought it was a cool, funny thing. I was such a strange kid. But yeah, I mean now as an adult, I have the option if I want to buy a portable toilet and take a dump while I'm on the computer. I don't really have an interest. I just go to the bathroom. It's not that far away from the computer. But anyway, that is something else too. Every house I've had growing up, because we moved a lot more when I was younger. We lived in Patterson. We lived in Patterson, New Jersey, Lyndhurst, New Jersey. Lived in Paramus for a little while. Eventually moved to West Milford. We had a long stint in West Milford, New Jersey. And then, of course, we moved to actually Franklin first. Then we moved to Pennsylvania, well, where I am right now. And even after my parents moved away, I still stayed back. I started getting my own homes, and here I am now. But yeah, I don't know why I was talking about. What was I talking about? Moving. I totally forgot. Lost my train of thought trying to think about what houses I lived in. Oh, okay, the bathroom. That's right. God, I'm losing it. Yeah, growing up, all those different homes, we always had one bathroom, and I remember just fighting. Like, I have to take a crap really bad, and you guys know I have like a horrible crap, not specifically crap, but bathroom in general. I always had bad bathroom experiences. I don't know what it is. I can't go to the bathroom in public. 1 out of every 10 times, everything goes okay. There's usually some kind of an issue. I have like bad bathroom luck. I don't really know. But yeah, I just remember pretty much my whole youth fighting, knocking on the door. Come on, it's my turn. I got to go now. You know, think about it. You got to go to the bathroom really bad. And you got to wait. Don't like waiting. I forgot to shut my phone off. That's okay. All right, I'm back. Of course, I forgot to shut my phone off. But anyway, so yeah, the other thing I wanted to say was last year I had a plan. Mostly I talked to my father about this, and I said, listen, you know, this year, let's not do any presents. Let's just not do Christmas presents. Christmas is not about the presents. It's a great excuse to buy stuff for people you love, and you want to get them things you think are going to be fun and cool and funny and, you know, useful and things like that. But this was last year, and I said, let's just not do presents this year. Let's save the money. You can use the money towards bills. We always spend too much on each other anyway. We're adults. We don't need to do this. Now, keep in mind, I have a niece and nephew who are very young, and they're awesome kids, and they definitely deserved stuff from Santa, so that they're excluded from this conversation. This is just the adults. This is my sister, my brother-in-law, my parents, my wife. I said, let's not exchange this year. Just save the money. If there's something you want, just buy it. You know, there's a lot of pressure this time of year for people to be buying stuff for everyone else, you know? Especially if you know you're going to get presents, you have to buy them for everyone. So I said, let's just skip all that stuff. To me, Christmas isn't about the presents anyway. You know, that's just like a nice fun bonus, but I don't like to focus on the presents. It takes away from what Christmas is all about. For me and my family anyway. So we all kind of agreed. You know, we're all on the same page. Yeah, you know, this is a great idea. And then, by the way, this conversation happened around like Halloween. Well, by the middle of November, we're already buying crap for each other, and that kind of just went away. And we had a normal Christmas, like nothing ever happened. But at Christmas, I said, listen, we didn't do it this year. We're definitely doing it next year. Absolutely 100% no presents. So, and I said, I'm going to stick to it. So, of course, the whole year went by, and here we are. And like maybe 2 months ago, same thing, a little after Halloween or so, I mentioned it again. I said, remember last year, we're supposed to do no presents? Well, we're doing it this year. Definitely no presents. So half of us stuck to that. I didn't get any presents for my parents or my sister or my brother-in-law. Me and my wife got a bunch of stuff for our niece and nephew because they're kids. And of course, they're not in this whole thing. That's a whole separate thing. So they're going to get some fun stuff from their aunt and uncle. But I'm very proud of that. No presents this year. However, my mom kind of gave in a little bit with my sister. So my mom and my sister are still kind of exchanging. It's a great excuse for them to get each other some stuff. Just couldn't stick with it. So they're off the plan this year for the gift giving. But I have to say, it was wonderful. It was wonderful not having to worry about presents. And also just, I don't need anything. There's a ton of stuff I want. There's always going to be things that people want, but I don't need anything. So I don't want everyone spending money on me and getting me things. So yeah, it was kind of cool to do that. Half do that. My wife's side of the family, we're still exchanging with them because we never get to see them ever. So like it was up to me. No one would get any presents, buying stuff for other people or receiving presents except for the children. Okay, obviously the children, that's a no-brainer. Everyone in my family and extended family, great kids. They all deserve nice Christmas presents and stuff. But as far as the adults, like I said, I'm past that. I don't need gifts. So maybe next year we will all get on board completely. This year was kind of half the family agreed to it. you know, and the rest, it's just, you know, business as usual. So anyway, I just wanted to tell you guys my strange childhood story. The one thing I never got for Christmas, and it's probably for the whole family's benefit, quite honestly. And then also talking about the no gift thing. Have you ever done that? Have you ever come together as adults in your family and talk to your friends and just say, listen, let's not do gifts this year. It could be money's tight, no one can afford it. It's too tough, too much of a stretch to be buying stuff when no one has money. Or maybe you just want to focus on the religious aspect of Christmas and what it's actually about. You know, let's forget the gifts because that's a distraction. I find that like most holidays, people kind of forget why they're celebrating. You know, between all the food and the gifts and the stuff, you kind of forget why you're doing it in the first place. You know what I mean? So, you know, I want to do that this year. Kind of happened a little bit, half and half. Maybe next year I can get more people on board with that. But yeah, I mean, that's pretty much it. I want to wish everyone a Merry Christmas. If you noticed, I nixed the beard. I saw some, well, my in-laws, I didn't want to look like a crazy person. I love to just grow it out and see what it looks like after 2-3 months, because I only grew it for about a month. But it just does not come in dense enough. It's just super scraggly looking. It's like ball hair on my face, and it's going in a bad direction. So, you know, maybe on 1 or 2 videos it looked okay with the dim lighting. Trust me, it was not a good look. So I had to nix it and just keep my little chin thing, whatever you want to call that. That's just, I've had it forever. That's me. So yeah. Besides that, if you're wondering, I have the companion on right now. I've taken a break from the spike as far as the neck knife stuff goes. But anyway, Merry Christmas. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. You know, the holidays, it's not about the stuff. It's about the people. The people you love, the people who love you. Give them a big fat hug, a kiss, a thank you. As an adult, some of the biggest things that I appreciate are these cards. You know, just a simple greeting card. You know, hey, I'm thinking about you. That's it. I don't need the stuff. I don't need the money. You know, something else a lot of people, especially when you're younger, you just get tons of money. A lot of family members don't know, you know, cousins and aunts and uncles that like don't see you all the time. They don't even know what you're into. So it's just like gift cards and cash. All right. I know people that get $500-$600 in cash. They big families. That's crazy. I mean, obviously cash is king, right? You can buy whatever you want with that. But anyway, it's just different. When you're young, you see things a lot different. Everything in life is totally different from a young perspective. And then you get older and you experience a lot of stuff and you just see things differently. So as much as I love presents, I still do love getting stuff. That's always fun. I don't care who you are. You know, I like giving a lot more. But it's also nice to give things to people randomly. You know what I mean? People kind of expect things at Christmas, their birthdays. God, birthday pressure. That's a whole different video. Just anyway. But yeah, give someone something on a random Tuesday that means nothing. Give someone something. Have a gift for someone that you love. And when they're having like a really crappy, horrible day, something really bad happens, take out that gift and give it to them then. Instead on Christmas or their birthday when it's kind of expected. Give random gifts. So anyway, that is it. I hope you guys have a wonderful Christmas. Let me know down in the comments what you got for Christmas. I got you. I got you guys. You are my Christmas present, and I get it every single day. I can't thank you enough for just all the kind words constantly, every single day. People are just so nice and so generous, and I love meeting all of you. Honestly, there's new subscribers all the time, and I just, from people who've been there since day one who I talk to, and people who are brand new. It's always amazing to me, and it's always a gift. I really do see it as a gift. So anyway, hope you guys have a wonderful day and a safe travels as well. A lot of people are traveling for the holidays, and same thing, safe New Year's. I'm sure I'll see you then. I don't think I'm gonna do a New Year's special video, but yeah, you know, it can be very hectic and very busy. It's just, you know, be safe out there and enjoy yourselves. Hope you guys have a wonderful day. I said that about 10 times now, but I mean it. I think the 10th time is when you really know you mean it. Have a good day. Guy doesn't care. Have a good day. Have a good day. Have a good day. Yeah, you know what? Maybe I will have a good day. All right, I'm leaving. Have a good one. See you tomorrow. Take care.